from Germany versus Cash from Russia. Undead versus Orc. And we have Twisted Meadows in the bottom left. It is Ente. And in the upper right, we have Cash.
And Ente going for the early Fiend build order, which is, I think, the TED-BO is, in general, across all professional undeads, the preferred build. But he is going for the early Fiends, early scout, not early scouting, early creeping, early leveling, and probably just wants to be left alone in the early game. But as I said before, and as we saw before, he's not really afraid of the Orc in the early game. If the Orc brings the fight to him early, he's gonna take it. So far it didn't work out too well for him because he always lost something. And of course you wanna go into the mid and late game without losing a single Fiend. But as I said as well, he made it work anyways. He made it work late game, he microed beautifully, and the triple heroes always turn it around for him.
Sure, he had great Fiend micro in the late game. As you mentioned before, there is room for improvement though. Not losing Fiends in the early game, but that depends of course on the aggressiveness of Cash. There we have it. Blade Master first, as we usually see in the DK here. Fiends and ghouls. Fiends and grunts, nothing special about that. Twisted Meadows, what do you think? Orc versus Undead? I think it's pretty equal. Maybe a good opportunity for Cash to expand on tier 2?
Yeah, it has a lot of space, definitely. Normally he goes for his tier 3 expansion though. As for the map itself, the annoying thing for Undeads here is there's only few spots you can take, because they're pretty hard to take, basically. I mean, you can take, for example, the natural immediately as your first creep camp, but if you get scouted, it's really, really bad. You're probably gonna lose a Fiend and all your mana. So yeah, normally the orc has a pretty easy time predicting where you are and can harass you accordingly.
Very early backpack upgrade from Cash. That's uncommon, right?
Yeah.
I think he
probably wants to keep on ferrying healing salves to his Blade Master so he can keep up the harass.
So this looks like a very aggressive playstyle. Enter very defensively with that Fiend first build order. So here comes the Blade Master. The stealing Magpie. Is he about to get the null? Nope! XP goes to
So
Ente,
close.
and the ring goes to Ente as well.
He had already jumped up in the air, but the coil came before the blade.
Twitter comment by Mike. Go Ente, rock the shit! So, of course, the German guys voting and cheering for Ente. I think the viewer base in Russia is not that great. So no cheers from Russia for Cash.
He's only harassing with 2 grunts here though, that's not the most threatening thing ever, and one of them is basically dead. And he doesn't have a heal self just yet. The 3rd grunt is only gonna bring that heal self, and that takes forever. So trading hit points right now is normally always favorable for the Orc, because healing up is so easy for him. But he's gonna have to wait a little bit to get those heal selves. And that's why he wants to just kind of buy time for those heal cells, just keep Ente guessing and keep him staying careful so he can't take too big of creep spots, and he actually gets the last hit on the ogre, not even backstab needed. Was a normal hit. Is he gonna get the next one? No.
No, that goes to the Frostmourne replica. This DK holds in his hands, but he's waiting for the big Frost Troll. Nope, just for the small trapper here. But the grunts are creeping separately, I guess. So this is only the Blade Master harassing and down on 200 hit points. He shouldn't stay there for so long. Yeah, reveal being used. Enter very carefully here. Gets the troll. Boots of Keltalas. How unlucky is that? The one item where he can do nothing with except selling.
He maybe keeps it for the Dark Ranger, but unlikely.
No,
yeah, sells it.
It's not worth it.
And again, early upgrades for Ente. This time he wasn't harassed or anything. His ziggurat wasn't cancelled. This time he deliberately chooses to go for upgrades, unlike most undeads. And yeah, I don't know about this early game strategy from Cash with this backpack. Like the heal cells were so late that gave Ente so much room to creep up, and now he's level 3. I don't know. Didn't work out exactly the way the orc wanted, I think. Maybe he forgot to build a grunt for a while. I wasn't paying too close attention to that. But his backpack doesn't seem to have worked out the way he wanted to.
Yeah, exactly. And he did a good job at the creep spot, especially fighting off that Blade Master very early on, and he's going for the red spot. We saw that on Last Refuge, that the red spots are a thing that he goes for very early. But on Twisted, this is super uncommon. Staff of Silence.
Oh, the Fiend. Unlucky with the... Well, the Blade Master could have seen it, but I'm not sure that he did. If he had found that, maybe he could force a TP here. Because he has a lot of mana for backstabs on the DK. And yes, Staff of Silence, absolutely amazing. If he gets a Dark Ranger as well, that Shadow Hunter is gonna be silenced for ages.
Definitely. And another Twitter comment here by Sören. There's a chance that the duck beats the tiger. Of course, Ente is duck in German. So, yeah, that would be funny. Force Troll Warlord could drop a big item for that game. Sobai Mask on the Shadow Hunter. Great items for both players on the big spots. Well, especially, except the Boots of Kel'Thalas. And now with the Lich, the obvious creep spot is the Laboratory. Once again, the potential for a Robe of the Magi or Sobai Mask or something.
And the Blade Master, he didn't see that Fiend up there. He could have seen it and known about the red creep spot. But if you don't know this red creep spot happening, if you don't scout it, it's just so unlikely that he's there. So he's taking everything. And this is Twisted Meadows. It's a big map with a lot of creep camps. And this Blade Master, basically, for the last minute at the very least, is kind of useless.
Yeah, he's just roaming around, searching for an opportunity to steal something. Very, very good creep route from Ente. Tome of Experience and the Belt of Giant Strength. Good item for the Lich in the early stages of Tier 2, I'd say. So there's no hero focus possible, or it's more difficult now.
It's also good on the DK. I think it's good on both heroes. Don't think he's gonna sell this. Makes the Hex, Backstab and Snare hero focus a lot less dangerous. But also Cash is getting a lot of space here to creep up a lot. He will get a big combat item from this Rock Golem, which can be amazing. I think he really wants a big healing or big invul for this Blade Master, because I think that was the biggest weakness of Helsing last game, where he just wasn't careful enough with his blade, but there's no Scroll of the Beast. No healing, there's only a Scroll of the Beast.
And yeah, this creep route from Ente, I'm super impressed. This is something Grubby always talks about in his VODs, Pendant of Energy, right? Oh no, Parry of the Fatality. This is something Grubby always talks about. Evasion creeping, doing strange creep routes so the enemy doesn't find you, especially against the Blade Master. And this creep route was so uncommon and so different from anything else we've seen from Undeads recently. And it absolutely paid off here. Level 4 and level 3, super early, good items on the heroes, nice army, and the second upgrade for the Fiends already. But now the Magpie's here. But he gets it.
What? Oh my god, he's got so much health. He found a Belt of Giant Strength, Parrot of Vitality, and a Gem of Health.
Yeah.
That's so much tankiness. So these heroes will not be cut down as easily. But now here comes the Creep Jack with the Orb of Lightning versus no Orb of Corruption. And we also have Spirit Walkers this time around, something that Helsing refrained from doing, and yeah, that's not a fight Ente wants to take. He just TPs out, takes the Nova, uses the Nova, to take down that one little troll, and gets out safely. And third hero, Crypt Lord, a million bonus style points.
Yeah, style points all the way for Ente. Big shout out to this guy. Impale is probably my favorite skill in the game with Carrion Swarm, but I think it's absolutely valuable here with the stun, with the damage. It's absolutely great against all these ground units. And of course he is tanky with the spiked carapace and all the items he carries around with.
I don't know. I think Criplord is a super cool, stylish hero, but honestly, I think he's a lot weaker than Pitlord or Dark Ranger. But
he doesn't need a Dark Ranger because he has the Staff of Silence.
Yeah, of course. But a double silence, a longer silence, can still be useful.
That's right.
I know, Impale, Impale is a good spell, but it's 100 mana. The Criplord uses it twice and he's out of mana, and he's just kind of a body to tank. Which is also something nice to have, obviously. But Pitlord is the same thing, he's also tanky. He's not as tanky, but he's still tanky, and I think the Howl of Terror is more useful. But let's see how it makes him work.
Okay, there it is. Criplord, no items transferred yet. You sell anything? More rods. Okay, both players on 50 food. Shit is about to get serious here. Lots of creeping in this game so far. But the map is almost empty. So there has to be a fight somewhere. Cash not taking the opportunity to build an expansion. And there is a second Sobai Mask for the SH. Look at the mana regeneration. It's absolutely insane.
Sobi masks do stack, by the way, guys. So yeah, having 2 of those is absolutely great fun. That mana regen is kind of nuts.
Oh, and he got a big potion of invulnerability.
Yeah, also very good.
Yeah,
but this Blade Master is not that threatening just yet.
Nope.
He's not level 4, doesn't have any great plus damage items, but he does have the level 2 Kodo aura to work with. So suddenly he does have quite a bit of extra damage.
And of course the orb. Yeah, we didn't mention that. Cash went to tier 3 as well. And Ente is scouting for the expansion, assuming that Cash plays the same as Helsing did without the headhunters so far. And of course he has walkers with him.
Now we have both players going into upkeep, and as if Ente is smelling the orc coming, he's morphing his destroyers right now. But if he fights with his back against the creeps, that could be a bad position for him here. And I think that's exactly what Cash is waiting for, but the Windwalk runs out, and now, if he didn't before, now Ente should definitely know. Doesn't want to run into that creep camp, get slowed, get stunned, have nowhere else to micro his fiends back.
Yeah, some more experience, of course, want to level that Crypt Lord up. But here comes Cash. But the army is
dust.
Yes.
Why are they all not buying dust?
I don't know.
Ah, big mistake. But he can, of course, send a peon over to the lab to reveal immediate focus on the Blade Master. He wants to get that invul out as quickly as he can, and he does. He doesn't have a heal self to heal up after this. A bit of a mistake here. First Impale hits. It doesn't look too amazing if you ask me. Invul's still running, and the Undead is losing quite a few units here. Another healing wave coming in. Healing the Blade Master back up. Kodo Beast hasn't eaten just yet. The Crypt Lord cannot be coiled in time. The Hex was long enough to kill off that third hero. Blade Master needs to be careful, but I think he should be able to get away. Dispel. Now heal wave first before the dispel can come. Oh, nice ensnare there on the destroyer so that he can't dispel the Spirit Link. Very, very well played by Cash so far.
Yeah, Cash definitely won this fight by a large margin. Ente is desperate for this hero kill, but no. The Blade Master is able to get away and his whole army died. 20 food ahead now for Cash. He has everything he needs, and once again a bad position for Ente at the moment. He wants that hero kill. He has mana, but there's nothing to heal the Blade Master now. Nova on the Lich, Invu Potion being swapped and used. There's no mana on the SH as well. Ente is smelling an opportunity for a hero kill here, but he has to run away. Yeah, and he has to heal his Lich. Too much damage for him. And Ensnare now, maybe a surround. He's trying, but he fails. Next Ensnare hitting the Lich. He has to fight out there. Another escape from the surround. And I think that's it. Yeah, Town Portal. No chance to run away against Ensnare all the time. Maybe with Critical Strike. Nope. 170 HP left, but Ente basically lost his entire army.
Yeah, he was trying to go for the hero kill, but just did not work. I also felt like he could have used the Staff of Silence a lot more. And now Cash is in a great position. He's level 5 on his SH already. He killed so much stuff. Holy crap. Yeah. Blade Master is getting the tiny Great Hall. I think this is exactly the right decision.
Pendant of Energy.
Oh, Pen of Energy and double Zombie Mask. That is amazing items.
Yeah.
That's so much healing.
Now double silence would be absolutely great. But yeah, he has to stick with the Crypt Lord. Wow, what can Ente do? There's one spot left. The laboratory in the lower right. But that's it, I guess.
But he needs to break that expo. He cannot win this game in the long run. But it's so difficult because he's up down so much in supply, and that Shadow Hunter man is just crazy.
Alright, let's take a look again. 2 zombie masks, 1 pendant of energy, 1 potion of mana, 630 mana in general. And yeah, he is taking the creep spot because he has nothing else to do here. Tome of Agility and Lionheart of Stormwind. Once again, not the best items for Ente.
Cryptlord is probably gonna get level 2 here, or it's at least gonna be very close. But the Orc is coming in for the Creep Jack. Well, the camp is dead, but anyways, he was coming in for the attack. I'm not sure about this. He has no TP. This can backfire. His army is still very strong, but fighting right now, he doesn't need to fight. I don't know why he doesn't coil that Fiend. Maybe he wants to keep the mana for the hero focus like on the SH right now, but he does have an Invul Potion. Will he have to use shortly, and will he do it? Will he? Yeah, there we go, Invul Pot that saves the Shadow Hunter, and now he will be able to heal up quickly and easily. And yeah, Statue's dying, Destroyer's dying. Now, Blade Master, maybe he's trying to kill him, but he has Invul. He used the Invul, he kills the Crypt Lord in return. And Cash is well prepared here. He doesn't let his heroes die, and as long as those guys stay alive, I think he's just gonna chew through everything Ente has here.
Yep, exactly. The hero focus fails. Oh, he's getting the SH probably, but no. He's wasting so much damage on this hero. They can heal up so quickly with all those heal waves. See the mana regeneration, as I mentioned before, but nice timings of Cash with the Hex, and then focus on the Crypt Lord. This does a lot. Now focus on the Lich again. No chance. GG 1-0 for the Russian.
Yeah, that does look like a different class